Hello class, this is my second video covering section 1.4. So now we're going to talk about simplifying fractions. In the last video I believe we talked about exponents and how to expand and simplify exponents. Now we're going to talk about simplifying fractions. So in this yellow box it says, a strategy could be to cancel common factors of coefficients and variables. And it tells you a factor can be canceled if it's in the numerator and the denominator of the fraction. So what they did here was pretty clever. They took the number 9 and rewrote that as 3 times 3. And they took 12 and they rewrote that as 4 times 3. Okay? And now you can see, all right, I have a 3 on the top. Right? I have the factor 3 on the top and the factor 3 on the bottom, so I can cross them out. I have an A on the top and an A on the bottom, so I can cross those out, and I'm left with just 3 times B on the top and 4 on the bottom. So this fraction, 9AB over 12A, simplifies to 3B over 4. Okay, let's just look at a few more of these, and then we'll practice some. Right, 18 can be rewritten as 2 times 9, and 4 can be written as 2 times 2. So we can cross out the 2's. X to the 5th is simply 5x being multiplied, right? X times x times x 5 times. And on the bottom, x cubed would be 3 x's on the bottom, right? X times x times x. You do the same with the y's and then cancel where you can, right? So if I have 5 x's on the top and 3 x's on the bottom, that will leave me with 2 x's on the top, and so on. So this fraction will reduce to something that looks like this. Okay. All right. So let's practice here. All right. I'm going to give you maybe you want to pause the video and see if you can do number 8 and 9 on your own. Remember, the answers are on the back of the book, and then I'll work out the problems as well. So you could write y times y times y 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my numerator, and on the bottom it's y written 4 times. Right, so that's 4 y's on the bottom and 8 on the top. And then when we cross out, or when we cancel, let's see what we have left. Right, so we cross that out, we cross that out, we can cross. And what am I left with? I have 4 y's left. So that becomes y to the 4th. And another tip is, what's 8 minus 4? 4, right? So that worked. Take a look at the bottom one, right? I can rewrite the 9 as 3 times 3 times x. That's my numerator. My denominator, okay, we can break 824 into, I think 3 times 8 is 24. And then we can cross out the 3's, cross out the x's, and we're left with 3 over 8 for our answer. We'll try maybe one more. So on the next page, let's look at maybe number 11. Okay, so I'm going to, all right, so I see a negative sign there. And the 12, let's see, we could write that as 2 times 6. And then I have 3 x's and 2 y's on my numerator. And on my denominator, I'm going to write 10 as 2 times 5. Again, 3 x's and looks like 3 y's. And when we cancel, let's see what we have left. Looks like I have a negative 6, and on the bottom I have 5 and a y. So that's my answer for number 11. So again, I think you definitely want to try to practice these. The answers are in the back of the book. We'll do one more just to be safe. Let's take a look at number 13. So it says, hint, do what's in the parentheses first. So I could write this as 6x squared. I'm going to erase this, so don't copy this. I could write this as 6x squared over 2x right, times 6x squared over 2x, right? That's what this squared does, right? It's repeated multiplication. But the hint says we should actually, before we do that, do what's inside the parentheses first. So I'm going to erase what I've just done and follow the hint, right? I'm going to write, this becomes 3, right? Because 6 divided by 2 is 3. And if I have 2 x's on the top and 1 on the bottom, that leaves me with just 1 x. So this becomes an easier problem. This is now 3x times 3x, which becomes 9x squared. Okay? Again, you don't have to do it the exact way I've done this, but as long as we end up with the same answer, I'm happy. All right, so I'm going to end here, and then we'll do one more video to wrap everything up. Thank you for watching.